Hey, Sydney. I was in your city for a couple of days earlier this year, and it was pretty good. Started off normal because I got there by the airport, and Sydney's lovely. But I was there for South by Southwest, and I have some strong opinions about it. And so here I'm going to talk to you about why Sydney might not be the best place for South by Southwest, but how I still had a great time in how to South by Southwest. So the first thing I noticed was that the venue is great. I like the ICC, but I was there from Sunday to the other Sunday, and it didn't feel finished. And that's okay, because it's the first time you guys were doing stuff. And I think that I go to a lot of conventions, and I think about how big the space is and how easy it is to access stuff, and it just felt a little bit sparse. And that's okay, because this was your first time, and there were a lot of people, and there were a lot of places to go to, and that's okay. I really did like going to South by Southwest Sydney. I think it was pretty cool. I ate a lot. I ate and drank a lot. I did get lost at certain points, but overall, it was easy to find stuff thanks to signs and things. There was a lot of stuff that was sponsored, and that's okay too, because you gotta make money to make money. But again, the venue wasn't super great all the time, and it kind of felt like what we were listening to and seeing was a little bit robotic, and that's okay because it was a tech conference, and sometimes you had to sort of face the reality of where you were going and stuff. A lot of people were also working and networking, and I'm not super great at both of those things, but it was kind of cool to see what the nightlife had to offer as well, because South by Southwest is it starts at 9. There's a lot of AI stuff as well, which kind of made me a little bit concerned, because I like the real world, and I think we should make the real world a little bit better, because there's a lot of technology that's pretty cool, and it's cool to look at, but I don't think it gets the respect it deserves. And we should listen to those people who make cool and awesome stuff, because it makes me feel a little bit lighter and a little bit better. Because otherwise we feel kind of like a pigeon just waiting to kind of get duped into stuff. And I feel like there's a lot of people who are experts and who are cool at doing stuff, and those kind of get the most airtime and voices. And again, a lot of those people are big companies, but I'd like to hear from smaller artists and from people who just want to share stuff and to be cool and make weird stuff, because I think that that's more important than any of the stuff that I saw at South by, with people who are creative and interesting and fun. I think fun was a big thing that was missing amongst all of the big people and the big companies and stuff. I wish I had a bit more fun, and I wasn't really there for fun. I was there to learn stuff, and learning can be fun, but at the end I felt a little bit deflated. And I think that there's a lot of interesting stuff and a lot of interesting things, but I think that ultimately some of it's a bit of a waste and is going to fall apart pretty quickly. And I didn't like a lot of the sponsors there, and maybe we should think about certain sponsors and certain people who were there. And again, I'm happy for them to show off cool tech, but I think that maybe we should have a bit of a think about it. And where it's heading, and what it's doing, and where it's going, and why it's there. I think that would be a cool thing to think about and stuff. Anyway, that was my South by Southwest.